ago, in a land far away, 4 weary adventurers meet in the mysterious mystical forest. Hiding in fear of the treacherous Lord Dagon, yet filled with hope, they watch for the arrival of their leader, Darius the Bold. Anxiously awaiting news of the fate of their beloved King Corwin and his beautiful daughter Princess Roxanne, these bold and true companions seek to wrest the kingdom of Lindania from the grip of the evil one. They are the kingdom's one and only hope.
I have purloined it, my friends.
Voila! Through obstacles and torments, I found myself in the lair of the evil Lord Dagon. After many hours of waiting, I seized my chance and, disguised as a lackey, stealthily crept forward and snatched this blade from right under their very noses. Well, actually, they'd gone to lunch. But no matter. The important point is that a lesser man without my impeccable sense of timing would have been captured. Even now, in darkest night, they pursue me, seeking to do me harm. But I shall elude their iniquitous power, again and yet again, until I return this talisman to its rightful owner, good King Corwin, the rightful ruler of all Lindania. Would you, my friends, now like to see this amazing sight of color and sound that will forever transfix your psyches with thoughts of light in the heaven, babbling brooks in the sunshine, winds through the trees of the fields, and general all-around coolness? Behold, Gronk the Blade!
Can I hold it? What? What did I do?
You must not ask to hold Gronk the Blade. It is not fitting that one such as you should touch the sacred symbol of the kingdom of Lindania. For mere mortals such as we, it is enough that we have even seen the blade.
Can we at least get out of these disguises now? This monkey suit is starting to make me itch.
Just as we are, we blend in. Take off these colorful, yet intriguing costumes, and we stick out like a sore thumb. Better for us to skulk through the forest as we are until we leave the realms of our beloved King Corwin and enter the foul, pestilential regions of Lord Dagon.
Well, excuse me.
Darius, where do we go from here? How do we right the wrongs done to our king in this land of Lindania? Yes, you now have Gronk the Blade, but how will it help us to restore the kingdom? How will it usurp the usurper? How will our lands be cleansed from the foul pestilence to which it is subjected? How will the boot of our adversary be lifted from the neck of freedom? How will...
What? She wants to know what we're gonna do now. Why doesn't she just ask it then?
My simple-minded friends, you churlish oafs, have you no common sense? It's all quite simple. But since you seem to need a tad bit more encouragement, let me tell you of the history of this mighty sword, this font of power, and how it was forged by its creator, Terriana, and the awesome power that was infused into it. And then I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Great.
Many moons ago, when the kingdom was at peace, Terriana, Terry for short, to her friends, forged a sword in the kiln of a castle Kilnsgate. She planned to use all of her craft to fashion a talisman that would keep our beloved kingdom safe from the foul-smelling stench of evil. Her boon companions in this endeavor, Millots and Graven, assisted her in concocting the strangest brew ever concocted. Into this strange yet potent liquid, she dipped a small sword that would one day ring with all the power of the universe. Pulling the blade, now infused with the might of the Ancient Ones, from the bubbling cauldron, she prepared to name the sword, as all swords in those days were indeed given a name. As her hands held this new creation, she was gripped by a strong desire to sneeze from the fumes of the cauldron. As she tried to stifle this sneeze, it overtook her. But in her efforts to control it, what came out was a cross between a sneeze cough, and a snort. It came out as Gronk. With a look of horror, she realized that her new talisman of power, the Sword of the Ages, was now stuck with the name of Gronk. So, she did the best she could and proclaimed, "I name you Gronk the Blade." But, as fate would have it, an evil seed of grasping, conniving evil was planted in the hearts of Millots and Graven as they saw the beauty of this new creation. All they could think of was how they could get their hands on this sword and the awesome power that it offered them if they could succeed. Thus began a sorrowful tale of woe for them and the kingdom. At a magnificent dedication in the palace, the sword, Gronk the Blade, was ceremoniously presented to His Majesty King Corwin by Terriana. Even then, on that joyful day, Millots and Graven were already conspiring together, seeking the sword for their own devilish purposes. On a dark and stormy night, as the castle slept, Millots and Graven crept up the parapet of the castle and entered the chamber of the sword. The guard on duty, recognizing these assistants to Terriana, unwittingly gave them access to the sword. Turning on the guard, Millots and Graven stunned him with their magic, and, taking the sword and the scabbard, fled from the castle. Alas, even alack, the two made their way to the neighboring kingdom of Colander and sought protection with its tyrant, the evil Lord Dagon, in his castle on Mount Ominous. Of course, Dagon had heard of this magical sword, but had never seen it. Foolishly showing their prize to the evil one, he overpowered them, took the sword for himself, and unceremoniously dumped Millots and Graven into the nearest dungeon, until they agreed to pledge their allegiance to him, the evil Lord Dagon. Having done so, they now bear the appellation traitor.
I knew all of that already.
You did not.
I did too.
Enough! We must seek Roxanne and her father and get this mighty sword back in his aged hands. For he alone can bear its awful power. He alone can tap into its life source to do the dreadful deeds that must be done. Then shall all the peoples of the villages rise up and drive these ruthless invaders from our land. We shall all then dwell in halcyon bliss, with me at the side of Roxanne as her fearless and invincible husband. For, with my stupendous abilities, I am the only plausible choice for a hand in marriage.
Are we being left in the dust when all this is over?
Darius, you've never even met the princess, only having seen her from afar. Since she knows you not, might she not already have another love to which she is pledged?
Tis a possibility. But when she sees me, sees what I have done for the kingdom, realizes my worth and my suitability for her in marriage, I'm sure that the thought of all other suitors will simply melt away in her mind as a young girl's fancy, and I will stand there in her presence as her one and only true love. So, my colleagues in masquerade and chivalry, let us be off to feats of daring do, to feats of chivalry and mayhem, to acts that will set the world on fire with stories of my accomplishments and lead to my vows of love before the altar with my beloved.
What?
He said, let's go.
Why can't he just shut up for once and give it to us straight?
Man, it feels good to get back in her own clothes again, huh?
I don't know. I thought you looked better as a fairy.
Oh!
What ho? And where, may I ask, are the horses for our adventures?
Horses? What horses?
The horses you were supposed to bring here for our mighty deeds, for my stirring adventures into the world of renown.
Horses?
Then I requested here. I sent you a note by way of my trusted hawk Vulcanus. He and I have been together these many years, my trusted ally in adventure. Am I going deaf? I don't hear an explanation.
Horses?
I don't remember getting any message about horses to be here. At least I never got one. When did you send this message?
Oh, I sent this, my latest missive, as I sat and waited for the ogre/lackeys of Lord Dagon to leave the dungeon where the sword was being kept. I thought they'd never leave. Finally, one of the ugliest came in and said that lunch was on. They were having fowl. There wasn't much of it. Well, no harm done. Never mind. Much to do saving the kingdom. We're done. Let's have our marching song. Song of the open road, with wind in our faces, apples in our hands. You know, the one I wrote a couple of years ago when I led you forth to bask in my glory as I fought the dragons of the neighboring kingdom. There's a tale worth retelling. Shall I bring to your memories the glory of it all?
No! Let's sing.
Come, oh my friends, come with me.
We come.
We come. We come.
Come, oh my friends, come and see.
We come.
We go.
We see.
Come, oh my friends, watch and see.
We come.
We go.
Look at me.
We look.
We watch.
We see.
I go.
He goes.
I go on a quest.
He goes.
We go.
Let's go!
He goes.
We go.
Let's go! Darius, I've been thinking all day while we've been singing that crappy song. When you were in the castle yesterday making off with the sword, how come you didn't just pop by the jail cell and bother rescuing the king and his daughter?
Yes, indeed. Oh, foolish ones. Oh, simple folk. Oh, pitiable mortals. And just how do you think I would have gotten out of there alive if I'd taken the time to go all the way from the dungeon to the tower? Were they obviously being kept? Missing something here? I thought not. For I felt it best to snatch the blade and run, and live to play another day. Fear not. We shall rescue those poor enslaved royal personages and live to shout my exploits from the city walls. Never fear.
In other words, it was just blind dumb luck that he got out of there with his skin still on.
So, Darius, where is this old witch Terriana? I mean, it seems to me if she was to come out of hiding, she'd be a pretty useful old gal in these evil times.
Well, As I was lurking in the shadows of this accursed castle, I heard the strange and fanciful sayings of those mysterious beings within, of an old witch/hag, that had been abducted in the dark of night, and brought here to see if the old conjurer could work any more voluminous magic.
Voluminous.
To instill fear in the hearts of the people, and bend them to the will of the evil Lord Dagon.
So what you're trying to say, the old sorceress Terriana is within these walls also?
Yes. How perspicacious of you. You win the prize.
What is he babbling?
You just don't listen, do you?
I do listen, but after all these months of following this pompous old windbag, I'm really getting pretty sick and tired of trying to figure out what he's talking about all the time. Why doesn't he just use plain old everyday talk that we can all understand? Let's just cut through all this crap!
You just don't get it, do you?
I get it, I get it!
Hey! Why don't you two stop screaming at each other and listen? Our valiant master here is trying to tell us what we must do once we get inside the dungeon. And as usual, you two are talking and telling your funny stories instead of listening. Now, he's gonna have to tell it all over again.
Oh no, not that again!
So, let's get going.
Sir, my apologies, but do you suppose we could hear the details again? These two weren't listening when you were giving us our instructions, and since all of our plans hinge on each of us doing our part expeditiously, maybe we could hear it one more time?
What is it with you people? Can't you calm down for just a little while when I'm speaking? Can't you turn it down a little so I can talk? We've had this kind of problem before, you know. It's only been my skill, my knowledge, my resolve, my fortitude that has led us safely through a plethora of situations just like this. How many times do I need to tell you to shut up when I am speaking? You need to listen to me, not talk among yourselves. Listen to me. For once, I'm the one with the plan. I'm your leader. Why can't you focus on what I am saying? I'm the one that successfully pulled off the caper. I'm the one that lifted the blade, the sword from under the very faces. This sword.
Hey, that's just great! Maybe they might throw us a tea party now that they have to know that we're here!
Do you now see what happens when you distract me? Forward, one and all!
Drat! I got a rock in my shoe.
Moron. Hey, Darius! Thanks for that little performance back there with Gronk the Blade. It's good to know we're working with a professional.
Silence! If it weren't for your flagrant ineptitude and mindless chatter with your fellow travelers, we would still be undetected. As it is, at this moment, I think our silent arrival here may have been compromised.
Do ya think?
My friends! This caustic spate of words helps no one. Let Darius, the bold, the awesome, lead us into the mouth of doom, thereby ensuring that whatever may happen in the bowels of the earth, our names will be spoken of with great honor and reverence from this moment forward. Lead on, O valiant one, and let us not look behind as we go.
Aye, 'tis a foreboding place, but with you in the lead, Darius, what could go wrong?
What indeed?
Well, I think the guards might not have noticed our arrival here. So, forward into that dark void ahead, and remember, whatever happens, keep together, stay close. I alone have had the courage to enter and exit from this devilish hellhole. I alone know the way.
Blah, blah, blah.
So this is what you escaped from, eh? Doesn't seem like such a hard place to get out of to me.
Ah, my little incoherent friend. Are you so devoid of wit and pith? Do you really think it was like this when I was here yesterday? Let me assure you, it was filled with hueless guards, goofy-looking monsters in those cages over there, and general mayhem all around. I was immersed in a microcosm of the macabre. Even I couldn't believe the gleeful insanity that surrounded me. My mind was shredded by the incoherent babbling of the prisoners awaiting their certain awful fate.
He's off and running again.
What happened?
Maybe they all left.
Ta-da! Give that man a cigar.
Friends, let us listen to the wisdom of Darius. He will know what has become of all the strange creatures that used to populate this wretched place. He will know where the pitiful prisoners have been taken. He will be our tower of strength in this sweeping darkness. His compelling insight will show us the path of light and truth as we abide here in this most pitiable condition.
You got me? Let's go, check it out. Avast, monster! I am Darius the Bold. Bar my way, and I and my boon companions shall surely roast you for our supper.
This goofy-looking monster doesn't seem to be that formidable.
Though this monster looks completely devoid of any modicum of intelligence, perhaps I, Darius, the adventurer, can compel him to help me achieve that higher echelon of nobility to which I aspire.
What did he say?
Tell us what you know.
Oh, that, okay. Well, everyone's out of here. Yesterday it was discovered that a sword, Gronk the Blade, went missing. That sent Lord Dagon into a real tizzy. He finally figured out it couldn't have been an inside job. And, assuming that it might have been you, Darius the Bold, his arch nemesis who had taken it, he decided to vacate the premises and head for King Corwin's digs in Lindania.
Oh!
And I think he plans to marry Princess Roxanne and set himself up as a legitimate ruler of Lindania.
My companions, we have not a moment to lose. Just as I've anticipated, we must hasten to the castle, secure the release of the king and his beautiful daughter Roxanne, rouse the peasants, lead a revolt, and, with me in the lead, ride into the sunset waving banners of truth and freedom for all.
Can I come too, please?
Hey, that sounds like a great idea.
Why not?
Well, speaking for my merry little band here, I think we would enjoy your company because, after all, goofy-looking monster meat isn't all that tasty.
Hooray!
One moment, please. If you will permit me to ask, how is it that you were the only creature left here? How do we know that you weren't left as a decoy, a trap, so to speak?
Oh, just as I was thinking. Palace empty. No one here but you. Come now, I'm on to a little game. You might have pulled the proverbial wool over these other sheep's faces, but you're not fooling me for 1 nanosecond. In the name of Gronk the Blade, who are you?
Fine! I see it all so clearly now. Don't worry. It's all right. I'm used to disappointment and heartache. The months as a slave to Lord Dagon melted away, and I felt as light and as young as a bowl of new soup. I should have known there would have been at least one suspicious mind among you who failed to see my good intentions. So, you want to know who I am? And I'm sure you're curious, maybe even suspicious, about this small crystal which I wear around my yarny neck.
I was wondering when you were going to tell me about that crystal which you so miserably failed in hiding from me.
Good night. Here is my story. Gather round closely. This here, trapped within this crystal, is my best friend in all the world. His name is Bob. Months ago, when Lord Dagon chose to usurp the throne of Lindania, He sent his errant knights into the surrounding lands to gather as many monsters as he could, to come to his land of evil and reap the harvest of injustice with him. This flagrant miscarriage of anything remotely civilized caused a lump in the heart of righteous indignation, and I refuse to be a part to his carnage and criminal activities. Lord Dagon then imprisoned my friend in this crystal and blackmailed me into submission. If I didn't do his bidding, this crystal, including my friend, would be made into a necklace for his pet pit bull in the palace.
Hold, monster! I only wanted to ascertain the truth of your tidings and to verify the relevant facts as to your past life and ascertain your current status in this wretched being's annals.
What?
He believes you, and so do we all. Come, let's have a better look at Bob.
Yo, Bob, check it out. We got friends!
Well then, get me out of here!
Well now, Bob, we'll do everything we can to restore you to your rightful size and stature, if you'll swear fealty to us.
Fine. Let's just get out of here. One thing though, before we step into the light of a new day, I must warn you about a few tricks up the sleeve of this Lord Dagon.
Tricks? What care I for Lord Dagon's tricks? Let him do his darndest. I fear nothing. I am invincible. I have right on my side.
Yeah, well, he has 3 magic curses up ahead on that road.
Curses? 3 curses?
3 magic curses. I'm glad we're all still listening here.
By the way, monster, since we're going to be sharing the road together, give us your name.
Well, my name in my country would be almost impossible for you to pronounce. How about Frederick?
Frederick, that's the name for a monster?
What do you want? It's the best I can do on short notice. You want me to start on Darius?
No. Frederick will be fine. Come, my friends, follow me. You too, Frederick, and bring Bob along.
What is that?
That, my lord, is Paddocles, a leftover from the reign of King Corwin.
He's been here for years as Corwin's official musician.
Well, his music stinks. Get him out of here.
He ought to be put to sleep. Come here, you little wretch. Fill my wine goblet. I'm parched. Guards!
Bring in my guests. Let us see if a knight in my dungeon has softened their attitude. Oh, come out here in front of me, you 2 dolts. If I deign to speak to you, I don't wish to turn my head. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing the faces of King Corwin and his beautiful daughter when they see that the 2 of you have betrayed them.
But, Master, what if they hurl vile words at us?
Or seek to do us bodily injury?
Oh, silence, you sniveling wretches.
They can do nothing to you. They are in chains. Rather, the one to fear is me.
But, Master, you know our hearts are true.
We live to serve you.
You best be sincere when you speak those words. Otherwise, do you know what happens to traitors?
Yes, my lord.
You can count on us, Master.
We're true blue to you, Lord Dagon.
Daddy, no!
Millots and Graven, I should have known.
Oh, cut the crap, Corwin. Talk to me, not to these 2 fools. I brought you both back here to this palace for a reason.
What possible dealings could I have with a 2-bit bullying petty tyrant like you? I turn my face from you. I choose not to speak to you. I am fearless in the face of peril. I am Corwin, king of this land of Lindania, and I will see you hang, and your ugly dog too.
Oh, brave words, Corwin. But let's examine the fruits of those words. If you don't do as I propose, I shall continue to ravage the countryside, oppress the people, and force my will upon your kingdom, bringing down around your ears a plague of darkness. If, however, you do as I propose, the clouds of darkness will roll away from these green hills like a bad dream in the morning sunlight. All shall be well, and you and your daughter will both live. And not only that, but your daughter will rule at my side. Because, of course, Corwin, you'll abdicate to me, her new husband. And in my graciousness, I will allow you, Corwin, a figurehead role in the governance of my kingdom.
Oh, no, Daddy, not that, Daddy, anything but that!
Now, daughter, let's hear him out. Let's not be so hasty.
Father, what are you saying? Know you not that the rumors abroad in the countryside that the dashing young hero Darius is on his way to save us? He and his trusty band of followers will be here to right the wrongs that have been perpetrated on an unsuspecting public. Then, oh, evil impostor of a king, beware! Your life will be forfeit for the preponderance of evil that has been unleashed on this fair land of Lindania. Oh, then my heart will sing for joy as my hero rides across the lush green hills to claim me as his future bride. Oh, then my heart will sing for joy. For although I have never seen this Darius, my heart will know him in an instant. My eyes will know the vision
Oh,
of the
she does babble on, doesn't she? Let me spring this on both of you. Darius is finished. Probably burnt to a crisp by that goofy-looking monster I left in my palace to await his arrival. I am not as stupid as you both look. I knew that he would head back to the palace as soon as he got his hands on the sword, so I left a little surprise for him there. A fearsome little freak of nature that would incinerate him.
Oh!
The sword? My sword? Darius has Gronk the Blade?
Oh, Corwin. Oh, yes. Oh, you do catch on quickly. Darius does have the blade, but I have the two of you as my bargaining chips.
Fiend of hell! Oh, devilish water sprite! Oh, poor Darius! What shall I do? Daddy!
Do? Oh, well. If I were you, I should probably go into mourning right about now, because if you think your precious Darius is going to come and rescue you and your father in any timely way, you're sadly mistaken.
Oh, Daddy!
Take my offer, or suffer the consequences.
Oh.
Give me time to consider your offer and confer with my daughter.
Very well. But let it be understood that if you should refuse my offer, your lives will be forfeit. Guards, take these two back to their cell and bring in that miserable old hag Terriana. Perhaps she can help to convince you, Corwin, that my offer is the only one on the table.
Oh, Daddy.
I certainly hope I'm not disappointed in your work, you two buffoons. If that should happen, there would not be a hiding place in this whole kingdom where my wrath would not find you. Well, Terry, as your friends call you, and, well, I am one of your friends, aren't I, Have we had a restful stay here in my castle?
Your castle? I think not. This castle has always belonged to our beloved King Corwin, and so it shall always remain.
Really? So you would like to think. Oh, but look around for yourself. You see, my gods, my forces, my court. I would say then that this has become my castle, my country, my kingdom, to do with as I will.
Oh, foolish Dagon. Do you think that you can stop the winds of freedom? Even now, Darius and his companions, and that fearsome monster, as you call him, are on the road to this castle, and will see you in their clutches. And when that day dawns, as it surely will, Lindania will once again rejoice in freedom.
How do you know this, old hag?
What kind of a witch would I be if I couldn't see the events of the day? Do you think that I can't use my power when I choose? I choose to be here for the sake of King Corwin and his daughter. Although I put a great deal of my life force and power into Gronk the Blade, I am still a force to be reckoned with. And I'm telling you, and my former friends here, you have a great deal to answer for when Darius arrives.
Guards, put this old witch in chains again and get her out of my sight! Graven and Millots, on your knees! I thought you told me I had nothing more to worry about with Darius.
Oh, mighty lord! I don't see how he could have escaped the clutches of that monster in the dungeon.
And even if he did escape the dungeon, we left those 3 curses on the road he must travel. Surely any one of those will do him in.
For your sakes, I hope he never reaches this palace. What is the first curse he will encounter?
My lord, he will meet up with a cute little plaything that will utterly destroy him and all who accompany him. And nothing, my lord, will stand between you and the kingdom of Lindania. My Lord Dagon.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, can you guys shut up for a while? I'm getting all black and blue in here.
Oh, little Bob.
Can't handle it, huh?
Can't handle it, huh? I'll show you who can't handle what when I get out of here.
Hey, Bob, that's not nice. He's just trying to have a little fun.
So, Darius, the brave, how far are we from the castle of King Corwin?
At the pace we are presently setting, and if we are able to avoid the cataclysmic conundrums we are supposedly in for, we should reach the castle sometime tomorrow morning. That is, if we only stop for a brief hiatus between forced marches. Look, my friends. Look, a puppy comes to join our march and give us much needed solicitude. I wonder what his master is, that we might break our fast at his pitiable little hut.
Easy, Darius. Don't forget about the 3 curses placed on this road by the minions of Lord Dagon. This unassuming little puppy might be one of them.
Frederick, have you lost your mind? Just remember to listen to me. I know what is good for us.
Why, look, the puppy can dance.
Aye, and a strange dance it is.
I'm not so sure.
Careful!
I don't like the looks of this silly little dance. What does it mean?
Oh no! Just as I feared! It's the first curse of Lord Dagon! The curse of the devil bat dog!
You fools! Must I do everything around here? Must I participate in everything? Must I be on guard all the time by myself? I told you not to let your guard down. Now, look what happens. What is this evil genius doing?
The devil bat dog summons the raging hurricane with his dancing in a circle. We must stop him before it's too late!
Do you mean to tell me if we don't stop this mutt from dancing, we're through?
I can tell who the leader is around here. Stop the evil devil bat dog dance! Stop it!
I've got him!
Let me have him!
I'll run him through with my blade.
I'll chop those devil bat wings from him.
man! Get down here! Now!
Wow, what a ride! Can we do it again?
No one touches this helpless little creature. I don't believe at all that this is a truly evil devil bat dog. It must have been put into a mystical trance and didn't realize what it was doing. Look, the winds are dying down and the storm is receding. All it needs is a little love.
The enchantment is broken. We're saved.
Well, that was close. Thank the heavens I was able to squelch this situation before it got out of hand. We'll count yourselves lucky that my quick wit and surefire approach saved the day. Leave the dog. Let's go.
But Darius, the little puppy wants to come with us. Can't he come along?
My heart says aye, but my sharpened intellect says nay. We have no idea what dangers face us on the road ahead. Let him go to home and safety. We adventurers must go ever onward to our destiny.
Goodbye, evil devil bat dog. Hope we never see you again.
At least he brought us some cool wind with his dancing.
Yeah. And I'm sure you would have enjoyed that big tree branch that just missed you in all that wind, too. Dope. What is that? Still doing here? I thought I told you to get rid of him. Do I have to do everything myself?
Pardon, my lord. We're so used to him, we hardly even recognized he was here. Yo, Paddocles, out of here. Now.
I think he's going to need an attitude adjustment soon.
Yes.
So tell me, what are you two blithering doo-doo heads so worked up about? You look like a couple of old wet bee hens. Well, I'm waiting. If there's something I need to know, I'd better hear about it double quick, or else someone's going to fry.
Oh, mighty master.
Oh, source of our happiness.
Oh, spring and our winter.
Oh, shut up! Give it to me straight. You'd better not tell me that idiot savant Darius has escaped the clutches of the evil devil bat dog curse. Well, I'm waiting!
You said you didn't want to hear the obvious, my lord.
Sadly, sire, it's true. I weep for our ineptitude.
I sorrow for our stupidity.
But who would have thought such an idiot as Darius would have escaped our carefully crafted snare?
Only two such idiots as yourselves. And where are these misbegotten miscreants now?
By our calculations, they are within a day's walk of the palace.
And their next encounter with destiny? The curses, you fools! The curses!
Momentarily, sire. They will fall into our clutches. Literally. Fall into our clutches!
Silence! So, while we wait for the glad tidings of their doom, guards! Take these two fools and beat a little fear of the Lord Dagon into them. Just to remind them that I am no one to be trifled with.
No, my lord! Not that! Anything but that!
Yes, that. Think about it while my guards entertain you. I will have no slip-ups.
my friends, we walk among the green hills of Lindania. We have overcome the first of the dreaded 3 curses of Lord Dagon, and live to tell about it. Times hence, we shall chuckle at our misgivings in the face of fear and laugh at our thoughts of misfortune. Stick with me, boys and girls, and we all just might get out of this alive.
Hey, Frederick! Does this guy have a self-esteem problem or what?
Now, Bobby, maybe a little over the top.
Over the top? He's nuts!
Well, he did promise to get you out of there and get us back to our country. Try to cut him a little slack.
I'll try, but he's pretty trying.
Oh, Darius, you were such an inspiration to all of us back there with the evil devil bat dog.
I try to be an inspiration to you all, Mysta. I fear, though, that my natural humility gets in the way. I forget that you all look to me when the world throws you a curveball. I assume ragtag groups such as yourselves flounder along without me. If it came to that, then I know in my heart you'd all fail miserably. So, content yourself with this girl. You've got me.
What ails you, Quentin?
Nothing. Just the usual crap.
Hey, we better keep a lookout for the curses that Bob and Frederick say are in store for us. We wouldn't want to miss them.
Yeah, Darius. Just look right up ahead here. Look at that stretch of road. It looks a little suspicious. Wouldn't do for us to fall into another trap like the last one.
If we start down that path, no pun intended, of suspecting every little thing we come upon, we will find ourselves tiptoeing to the palace. And I have the need for speed. So, let's get a move on.
I detect a very foreboding sense of danger ahead. Don't go down that road.
Nonsense! I make the decisions for our little band, and I have decided onward!
Brave words, Darius. But I'm inclined to believe Bob and Frederick.
Impudence!
But they were both right about our last encounter with Lord Dagon. I think we'd be foolhardy to ignore their counsel.
Silence! I have made a decision. Forward.
What courage.
What a plume. He's the man.
I don't like this.
Welcome to my world. It's been like this since we started with this guy. He has all the answers, and we just follow like sheep.
Strange. I detect a low rumbling in the earth. I wonder what it could be.
Darius, what is happening?
I don't like this!
You don't think?
I hope not! Perhaps we should have avoided this depression in the road. Could this be the second curse of Lord Dagon? I tried to tell him, but no! He wouldn't listen! I'm afraid it's true! It's the second curse of Lord Dagon! The curse of the crevice!
We've got to get them out of there!
And soon! I think the walls of the crevice are closing in on them!
Do you think we could just pull Mysta up and then run away?
Just kidding! Hello in there, can you hear me?
We can hear you! Get us out of here! The walls are closing in, Mysta is understandably upset, and I fear we may have unwittingly and unknowingly stumbled upon the second curse of the evil Lord Dagon. Well, move it! I don't have time to stand around here all day waiting for you guys to get us out of here.
What did you guys do before you met up with this bozo?
Come, my friends. We should have some rope in our knapsacks for just such an occasion as this. We should find it and hie ourselves back here for the express purpose of extricating our hero and his unwitting accomplice.
I think some of Darius is rubbing off on these guys.
Ha 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 ha! You are in my power. You cannot escape. I shall crush you for sport. Ha 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 ha!
What is this? What voice threatens me? Come, come, speak up. Do you think I fear a mere voice that wishes me harm? Aha! Laugh.
Laugh away, my funny-clad fool. But in a few moments I will annihilate you. You avenge my whim. Ha 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 ha, Darius. You will both make a fine new addition to my world.
Cork it, Mysta! I'm trying to think. We both may be crushed in this scurrilous little pit, and I have an obligation to lead my little band out of here, so give it a rest.
But Darius, my beloved, I fear that we may never be extracted from this terrible place in time to avoid a cataclysmic fate. But if I am destined to be crushed into despondent dust, then I would finally tell you that you are the sun and the moon to me. Before I go into the great beyond from whence there is no return, I will tell you that I've always loved you. For I followed you all this time, hoping that the light of the knowledge of my love would penetrate your mind and your heart, and that you would forget the royal Princess Roxanne and turn to me in love. But alas, you have not. So at this perilous junction of our lives, I have taken matters into my own hands to tell you the truth of my feelings, and hope that you will be able to reciprocate in kind.
Mister, what are you going on about? What are all the big words? I'm trying to get us out of here, and you're going on about crushing and moment and moon and stars? Could you just be quiet for just a moment so I can think? I can hardly concentrate with all this sound of earthquake and rock crushing and...
All right, Darius. I'll be quiet, but I just...
Here it comes. Are you ready for a bone-crunching experience?
Come on, Mister. It's not the end. What do you think?
Well, if it is the end,
I'm going to go out fighting.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you are making me so mad. Okay, I get the point. You want out? Go and take our stinking sword with you.
Oh, darn. They are both saved.
Aye, 'tis true. That blade certainly came in handy this time. No magic can withstand it.
You got the point. Get it? The point. I'm so with you.
Oh, yes, Darius, you most assuredly are.
we couldn't find that rope we were looking for. In fact, I think we left our knapsacks back in the mystical forest. But we'll get some long tree branches and get you out of there in a jiffy.
Just hold on. It won't be long now.
I'm simply astounded that these dolts are not dead by now. How in the world have they been able to escape their own catastrophes?
'Tis a mystery.
Well. And to what do I owe the honor of a visit from the dregs of two kingdoms? Shall I...
Okay, Terry. I'll make this short and sweet. One of my guards thought he heard you laughing it up down here. Why?
Tell us your revelations.
To you? You miserable traitor. Asking me for information? Surely you jest. As though I'd tell the likes of you anything.
You'd better spill what you know. Things could get rough for you down here. We have our ways of making you talk.
As though you have any power over me. I should blast you two traitors right now. No jury in the land would convict me. I see something better in mind for the three of you when Darius arrives here and sets all to rights.
That'll be the day. By now, Darius is entombed in a wall of rock, never to be heard or seen from again. If you know what's good for you, you'll stop stalling and begin to play on the winning team.
Your plan to bring Darius to an untimely and crushing end has failed. Yes, you heard me. Even now as we speak, Darius and the company are marching their way towards this palace to pull you down from the throne that you have stolen. The curse of the crevice. What dope came up with that one?
How did they escape?
Oh, 'twas the magic of the sword that saved them. No doubt about that.
No.
My unbridled rage rising up within me knows no bounds. I shall pulverize you too. You are dead meat. Prepare to meet your doom.
Wait! Almighty Lord, give us one last chance. We will go forth and meet those accursed fiends on the road. We shall go forth and oversee the enactment of the final curse this time.
Yes, please, almighty effervescent Lord. We will leave no stone unturned in our quest to eradicate this pestilence from your sight. We are mere toadies in the fulfillment of your will.
Toadies?
All right. I accept. But just to remind you of what will happen if you should fail. Guard!
No!
Not that!
Just so. Take these two out and thrash them again for me. Let it be a lesson to them and to all that see them that I'm a tyrant not to be trifled with.
Poor fools. They deserve everything you give.
Listen to me, you old hag. I'll return in the morning to get your final answer to me. I gave the same ultimatum to Corwin. Hopefully, he and his precious daughter will see things my way. I shudder to think of all the dastardly things I shall have to do to them if they refuse. Sweet dreams.
A simple task. Keep a sharp eye out for the nefarious schemes of the evil one, and what do I get? Oh, Darius, all is well. Let's take that road. There is no danger. Fools! Mysta, then I might have been crushed, entombed in a living wall of rock. If I had used Gronk the Blade at the last instant, Mysta and I would both be nothing but a happy memory.
Just one moment. As I remember, Darius, Bob and Frederick tried to tell you not to go forward, but you didn't heed their warnings. Then, you tried to blame us for your own folly. What? Is what I said not true? Well?
So, the evil green-eyed monster raises its head at last. I don't understand. Jealous of my prowess in battle, I see a parting of the ways for us. I hereby release you from any obligation you have to me. Henceforth, you may go where you will and do what you will.
Well, now I see that I am truly alone. I hope you, my former fellow travelers, are able to maneuver through the minefield of Darius' own self-importance to safety. Farewell.
I will miss him.
He has been with us for so long and through so many dread adventures. Darius, call him back. Make peace between the two of you.
No, Mysta, I will not. Quentin has been set a different road to travel. Perhaps time shall come when we shall rescue him from a difficult spot. But for now, let's move on.
I feel that a piece of our company has departed.
Very good, Gilbert. It's exactly what happened.
It pained me to release him, but it was for the good of all. Forward.
Father, dear Father, do you think that we shall ever see the sun again? Shall we never know the gentle breeze through the trees? The sigh of the evening wind through the forest glen? The lapping of the ocean waves on the island of Clanger? Is this all a terrible nightmare from which I shall awaken and laugh at myself for having taken it as true? seems as though we've been in these labyrinthian walls forever. Oh, I mourn for my freedom. I chafe for my surroundings. I feel as if my bondage has been scaled on and on and on.
Daughter, you were just brought down here a few hours ago.
Oh, really? It seems that we have been down here a bit longer than that, Daddy.
Relax. Take it easy. Darius is on his way to save us. By the time of the morning sun, we shall have word of our release, and I will return to the throne of my ancestors. And then I shall deal most harshly with that traitorous Lord Dagon.
I would rather die than marry that monster.
I suppose you might have your wish, if Darius does not arrive in the nick of time.
Father, dear Father, Darius, my Darius, he will come in time, won't he? He won't leave us in the lurches, will he? I've never met him. I haven't even seen him, but my heart tells me that he loves me and will never fail me. Isn't that true? Father? Father!
He will arrive. Whether it'll be too late or not, I cannot tell.
Well, he better not be late with his arrival.
Yes, well, I look forward to seeing Darius. I want my sword back!
Mere toadies to your will, O mighty lord! Oh, what a crock! Why can't you ever just shut up?
Ha! How about you? We'll supervise the last curse ourselves, O mighty crappy lord. How about you learn to keep your own mouth shut?
Look, this fighting is getting us nowhere. Dagon will have our heads if we fail this time. It's curtains for us. He'll laugh as we meet our doom.
Why did I ever listen to you when you cajoled me into betraying the kindest witch in the kingdom? She was my mentor. I would have been a master magician by now. But no, I had to listen to you. And now look where I am. Terriana, I weep for my transgressions.
Will you give it a rest? There is no way out of this. You saw her attitude in the dungeon. Our only hope is to nuke Darius on the road with his companions. Or bring them back to Dagon and let him use them as his playthings. You'd better not fail us this time.
Me?
There'll be no escaping the Lord Dagon once he has possession of that sword. Gronk the Blade!
Hey, I've had a stunning brainstorm. How about when the third curse fells that bloated windbag Darius, you and I grab the sword and keep running. Old Dagon could whistle in the wind and we could spit back in his eye. We'd be drinking cool beverages by the coast in a kingdom far away from here.
I love the sharpness of your mental faculties. Are you nuts? The Lord Dagon would have our head if we skip town with that sword. Our lives wouldn't be worth a plug nickel. No. The only way is to get that sword, give it to Dagon, and then retire comfortably somewhere in the country. Nah, I can't stand that guy. Oh, why did I ever listen to you in the first place?
You? Listen to me? Who was it that said, "Come on, it'll be easy"?
Come, my friends. Buck up. All will be set to right.
It's just, Darius, that my heart is breaking at the sadness of our parting. I mean, he just tried to tell us of the encounter of the curse of the crevice. Just might have been avoided by listening to Bob and Frederick. I mean, they did try to warn us of the approach of impending disaster.
Et tu, Mysta? Et tu? Do you feel I was wrong to release Quentin from his oath of allegiance? And what about the rest of you? How do you feel? Go ahead. Tell me. Spit it out. I can take it.
Well, now that you ask, you were a little bit hard on the lad.
And I did caution you as we pushed forward.
And it seems that you are a bit headstrong.
And I wondered why you wouldn't slow down a bit.
Enough! What about you, Gilbert and Mordan? I haven't heard anything from you this whole time. What say you?
Whatever you say, Darius. We're with you.
Finally, a little sanity in our group. My position as leader of this merry little band is a lonely, solitary, but undisputed one. With your limited intellect, I don't think you can fathom the enormous pressures that are brought to bear on me in my hour of need. We have only until tomorrow to achieve our dizzying feats of daring do. So, follow me.
Hold it, everyone! I sense a forbidding trepidation up ahead.
Frederick, nothing that would cause alarm.
Well, that's because I can sense magic in the air, and you don't have that heightened sense about you. Magic is definitely at work up ahead of us.
Fred. We've been traveling all afternoon and nothing intrudes on our world of calm. Perhaps you are overtired and overwrought from our many adventures. Fear not. By tomorrow morning we'll be at the palace of the king, and by tomorrow afternoon we'll be having tea and toast in the king's own kitchen. Forward.
Whoa! Jump back, Jack! Danger is just around that corner! Have you so quickly forgotten the curse of the evil devil bat dog? And the curse of the crevice? Do you think that the third curse won't find us? Am I getting through to you yet? How's this? Slow down!
My friends, I sense a strange foreboding in the wind. Let us reconnoiter. I shall go ahead into the jaws of death ahead to see what I can see. If I fail at this noble, valiant adventure, run away, live to fight another day. I go forth to visualize our uncertain future in hopes of ascertaining our safety. Sit you down here and rest until I return, successful or die in the attempt.
Darius, protect yourself at all costs.
His courage is without compare. His spirit is like well-tempered steel.
At least this time he's not acting like a total moron.
I go forth. Just as I suspected, the third curse of Lord Dagon is at play here. As I creep closer and closer to the edge of doom, the chasm of death opened before me, only to reveal something that, even here in the warm embrace of my friend, I can scarcely comprehend. That devilish, hellish sound, that sound, strangely began to hypnotize me until I forced my will to planet her. There, in the valley below me, I saw... No, you won't believe me. I saw... I can scarce tell it. I saw... Dare I...
What the heck was it, for pity's sake?
All right. But you must promise not to faint.
We promise.
There, in the valley below me, I saw a company of men, dreadfully armed, thousands strong, laying in wait for us to pass. And as they lie in wait, with sticks in hand to beat upon us as we pass, in bold and colorful costumes, they seem to exhale a strange, mysterious sound.
Quickly, tell me what this unpleasantly nauseous sound is.
Speak up!
It sounded a bit like... Aye.
Oh no!
Not that.
Anything but that!
What? What have I stumbled upon?
Think of the worst thing you could ever possibly imagine. Then triple that. And quadruple it. We're all faced with what I can only describe as the worst thing you could ever possibly think of. This, my friends, is the third curse of Lord Dagon. The curse of the rolling R's.
Is that bad?
Is he kidding? Is it bad? Could it get any worse? I don't think so.
What planet are these guys from?
What are we going to do?
Do nothing. Maybe run. But wait. No. I'm afraid to put it lightly. We're doomed. With no hope left.
Nonsense. I refuse to run. I shall challenge them. I shall confront them. I am a stone in the face of this ill wind that blows against us. It is time of fear. Ho! Oh! Would you leave our king and his beautiful daughter, the Princess Roxanne, in the sadistic clutches of the evil Lord Dagon? And flee from the enemy? I think not. I know all of you too well to think that that could ever possibly occur. Let us spend ourselves wreaking vengeance on this awesome force that attacks us.
Darius, did you happen to guess the number of them that we might have to face when once they discover our presence?
No, Mysta. I didn't stop to ascertain the number of the dreaded foe. But I can tell you, the numbers are countless. Their company stretches from the crest of yonder hill to the beginning of the far hills in the distance, as if that would deter us. Ha! I laughed them to scorn. And as for that devilish sound emanating from the throats of thousands upon thousands, ignore it. Ha! Curse of the rolling R's.
There must be a way around.
Around them. Around them? My way lies through them.
Darius, you have a plan?
Of course I have a plan. What else? A plan that is so incredibly gifted in its inception that when they discover that I have pulled it off, they shall indeed be greatly chagrined.
My hero!
This ought to be good.
So, Darius, what's the plan?
Simple is good. Simple is easy. Simple is best. Repeat after me.
Huh?
You're gonna help me out here or what? Say it. Practice.
I have a sneaking suspicion where this is going.
So do I, and I don't like it.
Darius, are we practicing R for a reason? As if so, I'd like to know.
In a few moments, we're going over that hill and through the entire host of Lord Dagon. All we have to do is keep our wits about us. Keep doing the thing. They'll never notice us. Our
colorful costumes. We'll blend in with theirs, and we'll be through their lines in a jiffy. What do you think?
That's it. We're doomed. I'm never gonna get out of here.
Wait, I have an idea. How about we just march through those lines with Frederick in plain view, as though we have taken him as our prisoner? If it looks good, they won't suspect anything.
Exactly where I was leading you all. With me in the lead as your leader. Which I am. Your leader. Anyway, we'll march right through their lines and then head for the forest. It will be dark. They'll never notice. What a pack of fools. What a bunch of maroons to let us slip through their fingers like this. Now, practice.
Did I hear someone say something about maroons around here, Graven?
Yes, and something about a pack of fools, perhaps?
And to whom do you think these comments were made, Graven?
I'm sure we shall soon find out. Only a pack of fools with a moron as a leader would allow themselves to be so easily captured. Wouldn't you agree, Millots?
Indeed. What have we here? If I don't miss my guess, 'tis the very sword that we've been seeking. Gronk the Blade.
How dare you touch that sword, you traitor!
Now, girl. Calm down. You're gonna need that energy for the rest of your journey to the palace. I'm sure that the Lord Dagon will want to meet you all.
Do you realize what you're doing? Have you no thought for your country? Your people?
My country? I have plenty of thought for my country. I plan on retiring to it.
And the people, they'll make good servants.
And what about you, Dingy Darius the Brave? Any words of wisdom? How are you going to get out of this one?
As if I would bandy words with the likes of you. I refuse your efforts to make me talk. I will not speak to you. Do your evil worst. I shall never give in. Never!
Guards, take them away, and do not harm them. Lord Dagon will have some very interesting words to say about all of this.
Guards, go!
That fool Darius. I can't believe that he allowed the capture of the entire company. What was he thinking? I don't understand it. Although I wonder, this could be his way of getting into the palace. I have no choice now but to follow. Onward.
Hi, Dad. It's me, your future son-in-law.
What? Why are you trying to unsettle us with such a startling greeting?
Out! Now. That's no way to treat family. And we are family to be.
soon dead. I brought this soul witch in here with me to let you all in on some glad tidings. Darius, the bold, the great, the blithering idiot, has been captured. And even now, as we speak, he and his band of unkempt cronies are making their perilous way back here to me in chains. No! So stoke up those fires of familial love.
Terriana.
My Lord Corwin, I wish that I could offer you some measure of comfort. Darius and the company have been captured. They were ensnared by the foul third curse of Dagon. The curse of the rolling arrows.
Not that! Daddy, what is that?
Yes, my dear. 'Twas the rolling that got him. So let the wedding bells chime.
Oh, never, Daddy!
Oh, better late than never, my dear.
Get away from me, you monster! I'll never marry you, Daddy!
Guard, take the old witch back to her cell. You should all be waiting.
Ow! Quit it! Ow! Quit it! Ow! Knock it off! Ow! You're such a big bully!
Darius, I am fearfully upset about all of this. How shall we ever exit these overbearing guards and reach our destination in freedom? The whole kingdom of Lindania is waiting for a liberating sign that, well, may never come now. We are all hoping against hope that all will be well, but I must say it doesn't look very good. Look where we are. We have chains around our wrists. It's truly annoying.
Courage, Mysta. And all you within the sound of my voice, have no thought for our captivity.
Hey, Darius! Why don't you give it a rest? We're in their power, obviously. We don't need you to keep yapping on about honor and glory, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Now, Bob. He's just trying to cheer us up.
I believe in you, Darius. I know you wouldn't have let us been captured so easily and led away in chains to certain torture and death. If there was another way of doing things.
I second that. You could not possibly be the fool that those two traitorous melonheads have made you out to be. Why indeed would we be on our way to certain death if this dangerous escapade had not been part of your original plans?
And as our capture was surely planned by you beforehand, we all believe that you made our release a top priority. We certainly wouldn't want to be the afternoon entertainment at the palace. Right, Darius? Right?
Comrades, all will be well. I'll get us out of this, or my name isn't Darius the Bold. Nothing can stop us from righting the wrongs of the kingdom. Nothing. So, just hang with me until I make my move. Then you'll see some action.
Just so we don't have to hang in there with them on the gallows.
Shut up! All of you!
Or you won't even make it to the palace. It's not far now, but wow! I'm getting sick and tired of your moaning and complaining. I could have my men cut you to ribbons. So can it! It's only because those two milquetoasts up ahead said that Dagon wanted to see you that you're even still alive. So you just keep up your babbling and you'll get yours.
I sure hope the commander gets what's coming to him. He is such a bully.
Mm-hmm. You big baboon of a guard. If it weren't for these chains, I'd make you eat those haughty words. As it is, I shall not speak again until I see fit. And when I'm free, I shall give you a thrashing, and no mistake. And you'll take it, and you'll like it.
Let me at him!
Go ahead. Just see if you can make me talk when I don't wish to. It is not for one as you, of obviously low and moribund intellect, to tell me when to speak, when I choose not to. I shall not utter another word. See if I don't.
Get that brat!
You're right.
I've got a splitting headache.
Stop that caterwauling! Where did you learn to play music? What is this?
Bleh! Whatever happened to melody?
You little weasel, what are you hanging around for? Go and get me my morning cup of oxblood latte. And go easy on the cream, you hear? And have those two scoundrels, Millots and Graven, shown up yet? Well, I want to know the minute they come in, you hear?
Quit it. Quit it.
Oh, your majesty. Behold, the traitors that would have disturbed the tranquility of this fair kingdom of yours have been captured, as we promised. On your knees, you vanquished! Kneel before your new lord and master.
Wait. There are a few others I want to see this heart-wrenching scene. Guards, bring in the former king and his daughter here to the throne room. And while you're at it, bring in the old hag as well. We must observe protocol, you know.
Hey, Hop Dude, can we hear some tunes?
Would you like to die?
Your preciousness, did we not tell you we would succeed in our quest? It was only through our cunning and skill that we subdued these rascals.
Lies and treachery!
Aye, and if you believe those two toadies, I've got a dragon to sell you.
Silence! Millots and Graven. You have both done surprisingly well. Frankly, I didn't expect this much from you. I see that you have much more cunning than I gave you credit for. This skill in treachery deserves to be rewarded. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Guards, take these two servants in custody while I deal with a former king here.
Darius! Oh, is this my Darius? Oh, I knew you would rescue me!
Step back from the sword! Alia, step back, I say! If I see anyone move, I'll make mincemeat of you with this sword. And don't think I won't. I've had a hard night. I'm cold and hungry. Haven't had a decent meal in weeks. And I'm tired. And you wouldn't like me when I'm tired. Darius, give me that sword. Come, let's be friends and rule this paltry kingdom together. You can put your faith in me.
Quentin, don't do it. Don't be a fool. He'll do us all in the moment he gets his hands on that sword.
The only one who can use this sword with all of its power and might is the man for whom it was made, our liege lord, King Corwin. This pretender to the throne doesn't know the half of what it can do.
Oh, come, don't listen to that old cow. You can have power, riches, everything your heart desires. Give me the sword. You won't be sorry.
Darius. Maybe you should save yourself, and all of us. Give him the sword. He'll let us free. Well, won't you, Lord Dagon?
Oh, of course! The only reason I had these two villains bring you here was so that you could all dance at my wedding.
No!
I was afraid that you would hear those scurrilous stories that the malcontents in the village are spreading about me. I do have a warm and generous heart, you know? Right about now, I'm just so sick of this sword and everything that goes along with it that I don't much care who gets it. I just want mine, except for me. I've been on the road for months and I want some creature comforts. So Dagon, if you're the man that'll make life a little sweeter for me, I'll hand this thing over to you right now and let the feasting begin. But there had better be a nice fat reward in it for me. Come to me, my friend. Your sword, Your Majesty. Now save us all.
My Darius!
So, you petty tyrant, you buffoon in royal clothing, you pompous old goat, let's see your power now.
Come back here, you cowards! Millots, Graven, draw your daggers and do this old fool in. Did you hear me? Oh, you know I was only joking. You know I wouldn't. You're my old friends and trusted allies. This was just a joke. Get up here and help me.
Yes. Yes. We know that you are a coward and a louse. And you would have done a sin without a single thought. And to tell you the truth, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what happens to a pontificating oaf like you.
And I hope it hurts a lot.
When I finish with this old has-been, I'll deal with the two of you.
Daddy! Oh, Daddy! Daddy!
Hey, you guys. Why don't you take that outside?
Someone help me with my coat. You Moronicus Maximus.
Goody goody, two shoes. No good, good guy.
You idiot of the First Order. Ultramaroon, how fitting!
Witness, half-wit.
You imbecile!
You son of a son!
Come back here, you imposter! You pretender to the throne!
Yeah.
My coat, please.
Daddy?
Oh, mistress, please don't let them hurt me. I was not to blame for the evil treachery that Graven showed towards you. Pity me! And teach Graven a lesson he'll never forget.
Oh, Millots! I should beat you with sharp sticks. It was I in that whirlpool of treachery, oh gentle mistress. I tried to get Millots to stop, but he would not abide by my kindly counsel. Deal with him, but welcome me back as your humble and contrite student.
Silence! Our sovereign will deal with the both of you.
Oh, Daddy, you did it! Oh, I knew you'd do it! You'll conjure you! I told you that he would come for me! Oh, Daddy, Darius, what a magnificent ploy! Oh, I swoon! Oh, my heart tells me that you are my beloved!
Daughter, let's deal with the matters at hand. I would like to hear from Darius and how you rescued us.
Well, sire, I have led these brave and true companions for lo these many...
No, thank you, good sir. We want to hear from Darius.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell you. I was...
Valiant knight, my daughter and I would like to hear from Darius, the bold, the brave. Only the rarest of men would have risked his own life for the sake of my kingdom and my daughter. To this man, I will offer my daughter's hand in marriage and half of my kingdom. What say you, bold adventurer?
Now just a cotton-picking minute!
Good sir, there are ladies present.
My apologies, sire. And you all seem to be just a tad bit confused. I am Darius, the brave, the bold. I have led these comrades through desperate measures for lo these many months, seeking to wrest the kingdom of Lindania from the grip of the evil, despicable tyrant, and return it to the hands of our beloved king. You! I have waged a never-ceasing campaign of skullduggery and mayhem in order to create a climate wherein the festering, cancerous sore of despotism may not find a breeding ground for the evil one's spite and malice.
Daddy, what did he just say?
I'm not sure, but do go on, good sir.
Anyway, this valiant and good knight you see before you is one of my boon companions, Quentin by name. He comes from a good family and has been with me lo these many months.
Then, good knight, you are not Darius, the bold, the brave?
No, sire. I am Quentin, one of the company, here to serve at your command.
Oh, Daddy, I want Quentin! He rescued me!
And so he did. But what of Darius here?
Oh, I don't want that stinking bloated windbag! I want my hero.
But, sweet Princess Roxanne, it was my machinations that enabled Quentin to do the job in the first place. Surely, I deserve some credit for my heroism.
I don't care about all of that, Daddy! I want Quentin, and that's that!
Then that is who you shall have. Quentin, are you willing to take my daughter's hand in marriage?
Oh, my hero! Oh, Daddy!
Do I still get half the kingdom?
That's what I said!
Okay, have it your way. I'm yours.
My hero!
My gravy train.
What? Sire, would you leave me in the dust? I put my life on the line countless times for you and the kingdom, and always. It was in my plan to wed the fair...
Shut up!
and beautiful Roxanne.
My daughter has chosen, and there is an end to it. But for your good service to my kingdom and my people, I will find suitable places for you and your whole company in my court of advisors.
Darius, have you forgotten me? I have always loved you and would happily marry you.
But, Mysta, I've worshipped you all this time from afar, and you've never given me the time of day. Surely I contented myself with thoughts of the princess, Roxanne. But that was only because I thought there would never be a time for you and I. If you say you love me now, suddenly my heart is as light as a winged bird in flight. My heart is an empty field upon which falls a new spring rain, and the rivulets are full of new hope, new birth. I feel.
Sire, may I speak? I beseech you, grant my request. Emancipate my friend Bob, and let right and righteousness prevail.
Happily, my yarny friend, happily.
That's more like it. 3 at last.
Yeah!
Now to kick the crap out of Dagon while I can.
Wait a moment, good friend Bob. I have a solution which should satisfy us all. You 3, I think, need a little time out.
No! Not that!
Anything but that!
Hey! Get me out of here! You! This is all your fault! I hate small places! Let me out of here!
Now can we hear some tunes?
Oh, my friends, come with me.
We come.
We come. We come. Come, oh, my friends, come and see.
We come.
We go.
We see. Come, oh, my friends, watch and see.
We come.
We go. Look at me.
We look. We watch.
We see.
I go.
He goes.
I go on a quest.
He goes.
We go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come, oh, my friends, come with me.
We come.
We come. We come. Come, oh, my friends, come and see.
We come.
We go.
We see. Come, oh, my friends, watch and see.
We come.
We go. Look at me.
We look.
We watch.
We see.
I go.
He goes.
I go on a quest.
He goes.
We go.
Let's go.
He goes.
We go.
Let's go.